Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm on with my final project for February's theme of Heart of Mine for Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft, and I think I've gone along with the theme quite well in making this beautiful journal and a card for my two friends that are getting married shortly. So in the journal you will see the embellishments that I've showed, plus all these extras that I didn't have time to show. So I'll do a flip through and show you the whole journal. So I'm very excited about this. Now, of course, the core products and the papers that I've used are on sale until the end of February at Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft, so go check them out, as well as the chosen products from the other ladies for February. So you can check out what they've used on the blog and grab yourself a bargain there as well. All right, so I have showed already the cover because I did that in, I think it was my second video for my second blog for Aunty Vera, but I'll give you a quick look. So it's using the Graphic 45 Love Note papers, or Love Notes I should say. They're beautiful papers and I've kept it really simple. I didn't want a lot of bulk because I don't want it catching on their clothes and that when they're using it. And that's the back of it, and then that's the spine. So it's a small little journal. It has, well, technically it's got 3 signatures. It's got 2 signatures plus an envelope which I've sewed into the middle as well. So I've done a lot of tuck spots and little pockets. I'd like them to be able to store lots of papers from their wedding organisation and photos and that. So now I've made this tag. It's the first time I've used those things. It was interesting. You go to peel the whole thing off and then you think, no, that will be a disaster. So I was cutting little bits off and sticking them. So yeah, it's just got a bit of lace. And then on the back, I've done this. Now I showed this in a previous video as well, so you can see how I've done it. It's all the Graphic 45 bits and pieces, and then second-hand laces and bling that I've found along the way. And I've done a photo map because I've got a few awesome photos of the couple that I'd like to put in here to surprise them with. I don't know if it will surprise them or they'll hate me, but they're going to get them anyway. So that just slips into this nice tuck spot. Beautiful page, and I've embellished with some laces, some black and red laces that just stick out a little bit, which is really nice. I've made a little tuck spot here with these hearts that I've punched, and I've also used the nesting scallop stitched heart dies from Aunty Vera to cut a lot of hearts for this, and also a heart punch and a little music punch that I had myself. I made this little journaling card from one of the cut aparts. And I also showed how I made this paper clip here, which I love. I'll give you a closer look. And that holds onto this envelope. I've left that empty for them to put what they like in it, and I've just decorated the top of it. And I used a lot of the stickers from the sticker pack that goes with the Love Notes papers as well. And a postage stamp from my own stash. And I've got the pianola paper here, which is absolutely beautiful. So the other side of the paper clip holds onto this little journaling card that I made. I thought I left it like that so that they can either stick a photo or they can stick some paper on, but they could just write straight onto that, and just embellished it with some more of the die cut hearts and a bit of bling. It's very nice. You definitely don't have to embellish the papers. I mean, you can embellish them a lot if you like, but you don't have to. They're just beautiful. Another die cut heart and me trying some more of that bling stuff. And one of the beautiful stickers from the kit, and that was the rose stem die. I had to add one of them to this as well. Absolutely beautiful. I did put some Wink of Stella on there. I don't know if you'll see that though, because I think I'm running out. I've been using it too much because I like it so much, because I on some bits and pieces I've been colouring in the roses and that looks really cool because you just get a little glitter, a little sparkle. So I fussy cut one of the roses out of one of the pages and put it there as a top tuck, and I've just put some old music paper that I've inked and put one of the sticker borders on. So they've got a lot of room here to be able to write if they like. So some more punched hearts out of the beautiful paper, and I had a dove border die that I'd never used, so I used that and cut this beautiful little border out. And then I used the negative places to put some hearts from this paper in there. Really like that. And I found a guest book at the secondhand shop, so I've stuck a few pieces of guest sheet paper with names and addresses if they'd like to write down the names of the wedding guests. It's only going to be a small ceremony, so I've put 2 pages in, but that's probably more than enough. Now I've used some stamps from the Two Souls stamp kit that I got from Aunty Vera as well. So this is a tuck spot that I also showed on video previously with a couple of beautiful tags, a little bit of bling on that one, some more of my secondhand laces, and another photo mat for a beautiful photo. I might use some of the scraps that I've got just to make some extra photo mats that I just slip in here and that they can use if they want to add some photos from the wedding. And I had been gifted this die cut tag and it was beautiful, so I stuck one of the little stickers on there, a little writing spot on the back, and that slips in there. So some secondhand lace. I've just whacked in this, another journaling card that they can either stick a photo on or some paper to write on. And I have a lot of vintage notepads that I found along the way that I love to put in my junk journals, so I've got a things to do and a shopping list one. Just extra journaling space or note taking space. They can always take them out and add what they like to. Now you would have seen me make this page as well, and I've just stuck a bit of vintage note paper with a little die cut in there. That's a die cut out of my own stash, and that just slips in there. And I made this little book which you would have seen above as well, with some of the beautiful paper, and I just hand cut that. That's why it's a little bit rough. Put some lace on it, sewed down the middle. So then again, there's a whole lot of note space there for them to write little love notes. And then I used my little envelope punch that I have to make some beautiful envelopes out of the papers. I was going to put little messages in there, but I think I'll leave that for them to do. So this just has some of the stickers and some music paper and the lace. And then I love the words Grand Duet for a couple that are getting married, and the Two Souls into one. So, and that's a beautiful rose stamp from the Two Souls stamp set. And another vintage book, weekly planner. That was the first page and it ripped some of the cover off with it, but I quite like that because the colour matches. So some note paper. As I said, there's lots of writing spot. I figured if I put some papers in the tuck spots, it helps add writing space because it takes them away with all the embellishments. So some more note paper. It's very vintage and browned, that one. That tucks in there. And then I made some little music paper ruffles, which I think are really cute, and used one of the beautiful stickers with some cheesecloth at the back. Again, leaving lots of room if they want to stick photos in. So they can, if I give them some photo mats, I might even put a whole lot of photo mats in here, and then they can pull them out and put them where they want if they want to. So that's a lovely music paper envelope that I made. Absolutely love the way that turned out, and I'll be doing that in a lot more journals. Something had to get me using my pianola rolls. That's the other side of it. So I made this little cluster embellishment with the die cuts again, and some of the pianola roll offcut, some laces, and one of the little sayings that I cut out of one of the Love Notes papers. It says "Angel of Mine," and that's really sweet. Now this is a altered paper bag. It was quite a big bag, so I cut it right down and stuck it back together again. I turned up the bottom of it and used some of the papers here. I made a little tag out of a sticker and just did a bit of a cluster embellishment there with sticker and die cuts from the papers and cheesecloth. And then this bookmark goes in the actual bag, but I've left the bag unstuck over this side so that something can be stuck behind there as well. Extra storage space. Another beautiful sticker. So this is a repurposed bookmark. I have a lot of secondhand bookmarks that fall out of all the books I get, and I don't like throwing them in the bin, so I keep them and I collage them and put them in my journals. So this is one of those with music paper, some of the graphic 45 paper, some ribbon, some lace, a sticker on a die cut, and a bit of bling. Turned out very nice, I like that. And then I just backed it with some more journaling space. That's an old book page. So I'll just slip that down the back, because if I try to get it in the bag, I'll be here forever. Another little, one of the stamp embellishments from the poetic postage paper on some lace. There's a lot of those stamps in there, and they're beautiful to cut out individually and use. Now this is a little tuck spot as well, so you can slip something behind there, which I probably should have done. What I will do is, I've got another guest sheet here. They can have 3 of them for now. And that can just slip in there. And that's just some of the kit paper and some music paper, a bit more of the kit paper and a sticker. It goes nicely with this page with the instruments. So just another little cluster with the sticker, some paper and some eyelash trim. Another sticker. I just love it. If you get the stickers as well as the papers, they go so well, and it's so easy just to put a few stickers here and there, and they're absolutely beautiful. And there again is just some of the border bits from the poetic postage paper and some ribbon. Some more border bits, some more ribbon, and another one of those guest pieces. Now I've left 2 big tuck spots here, so there's a lot of room for the tucking photos and papers. It's a beautiful rose from the 2 Souls stamp kit, and some more lace. Now on this page I've got a big sticker. Then I grabbed a sticker and put it on some cardboard, and I dimensional magicked over the top to make this little closure button. So behind this envelope I've left it open for a tuck spot, and it's got that little cutter part. And then this can be opened, and what I've done is put a photo mat there, because I've got a beautiful photo I want to put in there. I've sort of hidden all the photo spots so that they get a really good surprise, hopefully, when they open up and see themselves. And then I use the beautiful stickers down the bottom there, so they've got a bit of a writing spot to write what the photo is, and yeah, that one that says "You Are My Symphony," which is really cool. I'm so excited to give this to them, actually. I think they'll love it. Now, that's just, it's the other side of a CD envelope, and I've used some of the paper to cut out to put there to decorate it, and you can slip underneath that as a top tuck, and I've got this beautiful paper, which I think is quite romantic, so I slipped that in for now. Slip it back there. And then on this side is the other side of the CD envelope, and I've made this little paper clip, and it's just got some music paper and some eyelash trim. Very simple, but it's really nice to hold this down. And this just has some lace that I cut apart and one of the papers, and I just cut a square and slipped it in there, and I love that. It looks really nice. And then I just did a bit of music stamping around from a stamp that I had in my stash, Kaisercraft music stamp. And then these were bits of the paper, one of the borders. So I just cut them out separately so they'd fit, and made a page of it. And it says, "Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything." So I thought that was a really nice way to decorate that page. And there's another one of the 2 Souls stamps there, to have and to hold. And some of the stickers. Had a lot of fun making all of this. So another tuck spot with a die cut and some bits and pieces. This was some of the leftover paper bag that I had cut short, so I thought I'd use some of that. It's nice to use up the scraps. Some sticker border. Then I just made this little tag. Another bit of a clusterish embellishment there with bit offcuts of paper. It's good to use up all the bits and pieces. And then just some lace there because the page is beautiful enough. And then I think I did this one on camera, so it's a tuck spot behind. And then I've left a photo mat there to put a photo on. So that is it. That is my wedding journal. Absolutely love it. I hope you like it as well and that it gives you some ideas. Yeah, heaps of fun with my first month with Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft, and thank you, Vera, for letting me use all these awesome products. It was heaps and heaps of fun, muchly appreciated. So go check out the blogs, see what specials there are, and have fun. Take care, everyone. See you later.